What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scribe coming back at you with another video. Today we're talking about the time I wrecked my car while high. Before we hop into it, if you got a cart, you got a bong, whatever you got, go and take a rip off of it now. There we go. Let's hop right into it. So this happened about a year ago, about April of 2022. So this was literally like 6 days after I had actually started smoking. So I wasn't really used to being stoned at this point. And me and some homies, we were headed down to the airsoft field, alright? We're gonna play some airsoft. Shoot some little kids with some plastic balls, alright? So, at this field, it's a hybrid paintball and airsoft field. They have an upper and a lower parking lot. So the upper parking lot is pretty nice, it's paved, it's like finished. Lower parking lot is dirt and it's kind of shit. You don't really park down there. That's something to note for later. So I get there and we have a good day, you know. It's pretty hot, but we're having a chill day. And about 1 o'clock, we're feeling pretty exhausted. So let's take a break and then come back later. So we decided to whip down to the Bojangles, and someone wanted to ride with me because he didn't have a ride. He got dropped off by his parents. Is someone we're gonna call Jason. We'll call him Jason, and he was a pretty cool homie. I only really saw him at the field. Outside of that, I don't really kick it with him. But he didn't smoke like anything off the street, anything illegal. But he did do like Delta 8, Delta 10, shit like that. Stuff you can get like in a vape shop. So he has a Delta 8 cart, and he's like, "You want to smack off this?" I was like, "Bet." So we're smacking off his Delta 8 cart. I let him hit my Delta 9 cart a little bit. And, you know, we're just chilling. We get down to the Bojangles. We're still taking smacks, just getting absolutely faded. So we finish eating up at Bojangles and we head back, and the parking lot is slammed for whatever reason. So I gotta park in this lower parking lot, which is shit as hell. So I pulled in there and we finish out the rest of the day. It was a pretty good day. By the end of it, it was probably like 6 p.m. We were there like the whole ass day. So after I'm done, I dap up the homies and I'm like, "Bet, I'll see y'all later." So I head down to the lower parking lot, pack up all my shit, and I'm ready to leave. So I'm backing out, and as I'm about to turn, I'm starting to turn around so I can pull out because I didn't back in. I hear this crunch, like really, really fucking loud, and I was like, "Fuck, what was that?" And I kind of rolled down the hill a little bit, so I thought I backed into something. So I was like, "Fuck!" So I got out of it as I'm pulling out. It's like fucking metal grinding. It sounded awful. So I pull up to the upper parking lot, and I'm looking at the rear, and I'm like, no, it doesn't look like there's any damage. So I was like, "Bet." So I head down the road to a supermarket. I was like picking up some like drinks or something for later, and my passenger door is facing me from where I can see out of the supermarket. I'm in the self checkout line, and I look at my passenger side door, and it is fucked like really bad. I'm like, shit. So I get out there after I'm done checking out, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, damn, this is bad. It's completely crushed in, and the door won't open. So I'm like, fuck, this is really bad. So instead of doing like the logical thing and calling my parents and be like, "Yo, come help me," I decided to just drive home and say nothing about it. So I get home and I got like a hammer. I'm trying to beat it back in so I can get the door open so they won't notice. Which there was no way they couldn't notice. This was really, really bad. But I was really high at the time, so I wasn't really thinking very clearly. And what actually had ended up happening is when I backed out, when I went to go turn, there was this concrete block that was like over some like really high grass that I couldn't see. And when I turned, it caught the side of the passenger door and then turned in on itself, so you couldn't open it. So my parents see this shit and they're like, "What the fuck?" And they're kind of pissed, but you know, I know I'm paying for it, so they're kind of, you know, like, "Yeah, you did this, is your fucking fault, so you're going to have to pay for it." So I'm like, whatever. So, you know, we ended up going to the shop. They ended up wanting to charge like $4,000. I was like, fuck no, fuck that. So we went to this ghetto mechanic and got it done for like 1,500. They did end up paying like $500. I paid like 1,000, and just because I was fucking poor at the time, and it was kind of a fucked up situation. And I was out of $1,000, which really sucked at the time. So yeah, don't drive while extremely zooted. Guess that's just the moral of this story. Anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll have another one out soon. Peace out, y'all.